Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike, you ready? Mike, 5-4. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Watch it.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be third down.
Ready, Blue 80. 54, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got that one complete to Darbo.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tackles.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Sets up fourth down.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Oh, you got deep?
Out of the gun, Newton. Complete to right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A run with Smallwood. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Come on, come get some. Come get some.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 79 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run Smallwood, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run, this time McCaffrey.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike, here we go. 180. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
3rd and 2. Newton. Got a man. It's right. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
20, 20.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I hope you brought your left. Hey, Sam. Go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, keep it like that.
From the gun, Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded at the 7.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
What we got?
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw again on second down. Ryan throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch out. Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
51, down.
Operating from the gun. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Here we go.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Daddy, back 25. Check. Here we go, G.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 3, check 2.
This is Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Lucky. Hey, wait. Greystone, grab it. Watch the twist.
Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton being chased out left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, tight. 21. Hey, high 7. Get out.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready, blue 80. Like 25. I got you. Check 31. 21.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And let's pin the mirror.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, 59, ready. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first and 10, Newton. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They come out here in the eye. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Panthers' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
20.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Newton. Wright's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Newton throwing complete to Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Newton. And this is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's put that team on the hook.
To throw again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Complete to Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go, boys.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing is Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he's got room. Look at the big man rumble. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Here we go. Step. 180. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Newton on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.